Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, we are back. It is Team Kop-Ish. You know what time it is. It is the preview time. Chelsea versus Liverpool, which I don't even know whether the game's still gonna go ahead. I generally don't know. We've heard all the news. We've heard all the controversy regarding all the cases as well. But guys, welcome. And yeah, man, big up everyone in the chat as well. Jeff, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. Doing all right.
Yeah, Cal, what about you, bro?
Yeah, a bit rough.
Yeah, I think everyone's a bit rough at the moment still. Everyone's a bit rough. But yeah, do you know what? Obviously, I don't know if you guys have all seen it in the chat as well. Klopp's giving his press conference. The press conference, obviously, he's come out and said first thing is that there's more cases now. There are rumors that the game could be called off, but as things stand, the game is still going to be played. And also, there was Thiago as well. Thiago, it's gone from a knee injury to a hip injury, I believe, now as well. So I don't know what's going on with Liverpool right now. So, Cal, I'll come to you first. In regards to that whole, the new COVID cases, so to speak, do you think there's a good chance this game's even going to be played, or do you think it's going to get called off?
I don't think it will get called off. I think if I'm not mistaken, as long as you can field, as long as you have 13 players, I think you can play the game. So I don't expect the games get called off. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a late call, but I still wouldn't expect it, especially considering Chelsea had, 8 players in quarantine at one stage, and they still weren't allowed to postpone the game. So to be honest, I don't even know what the rulings are around it and how it all works out and how decisions are made, because some teams have asked for postponement and been granted it, other teams haven't been granted it. But I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't think it'll be postponed now. I think this is probably the marquee fixture for the weekend. I don't want this game to be played, so I expect the game to go ahead.
Yeah, I think the game probably will go ahead. And again, I think Klopp did kind of talk about and say, as he's saying as well, from Liverpool's perspective, he doesn't feel like it should be called off. He's like, as things stand, no. But he says they're getting new cases day in, day out all the time. So Drift, I'll come to you next now. With Klopp sort of saying like how he still thinks the game's going to go ahead. But obviously we've heard that there's more cases and potentially there could be more, even before Sunday. Do you feel like it should go ahead yourself?
I mean, forgive me for being cynical because I'm not well, so that might be part of why I don't give a shit at the moment. Maybe when I feel better, I'll perk up a bit, but I still think a lot of how I'm feeling is just based on how the season's gone so far. In the league, I don't care anymore. I only care about cup competitions now. So if it's not a cup competition, I don't really give a shit.
What? So you're saying? So you're saying
caring about what happens when, who plays what games, what we do, or whatever. Titles over. As long as we finish in the top 4, I don't really give a shit about the league.
All right. So you're basically saying after the loss against Leicester, you're saying you're not bothered about the league?
No, there's no point wasting energy on something that we can't do anything about. We're not making up 9 points on City. That's just fact. They're playing well and we're not. And they would need a massive crisis and we would need to be perfect for us to win the league. And we ain't perfect.
That's very true. We're not perfect, but neither are Manchester City, Drift. And here's another thing.
They're the closest thing to perfection in the league.
They are. But I'll ask you this. Have they had any issues, any big issues with COVID?
But they may never have any.
No, I'm just saying, have they?
Something happens. You have to be realistic, bro.
And we have to be realistic. I think everyone's gonna get to a point where they're gonna have something to deal with. They just haven't had theirs.
I mean, if they're not going through it in the peak of it, who says they'll go through it at any other point?
Because there isn't actually a peak. It's just that, think about it. Arsenal had theirs earlier in the season. No one gave a damn. The game didn't get called off. Arsenal fans felt hard done by. They had a couple of cases. That's kind of gone out the window now. I think it's only their manager that I think that's got it. Chelsea, I've had loads. We've had a few, but not loads. We've had a few, not loads. Man City have had one or two earlier on, but nothing crazy. It's a lottery. I think it's just going to affect everyone at different times. So that's why I don't think we can sit here and say Man City are impervious to having any kind of issues.
Forget about that. Forget about the virus for a second, because the virus is unpredictable and no one has any clue like what will happen with that. Yeah. Let's just talk about realistic things that happen just in general. Let's think about the fact that Man City don't really get that many injuries, and things can happen, but in general they don't, and they have the squad that can deal with injuries even if they do get them. We, on the other hand, do get injuries. So what are you telling me? Thiago's injured now. I thought it was just a COVID protocol, and now all of a sudden from that he is injured again. So that means that we got another player out. That means we lose Naby, we lose Mane, we lose Salah for nearly a month, including quarantining. After the Chelsea game, that's a whole month. That means there'll be a cup game in there. There'll be important Premier League games if you still care about the league, what have you. Yeah. Then that means that they'll barely just about be back before the Champions League starts again. So we got to get them back into the rhythm of being in the league after them being away, worrying about their country. On top of that, we've got other players in our midfield that were in our team, so that we're always constantly worried about with injury that we just hope don't break. Yeah, all of this is our reality. So even though things can happen in life, things can happen. So I understand people trying to think, well, this could happen or this could happen. That could turn things around, and I could be completely wrong. And I'm the first person to hold my hands up if I'm wrong when Liverpool win and go, right, I'm happy I was wrong. Fucking hell, that was great that I was wrong. But I'm just being realistic. We are not making up 9 points on this City team the way the world is at the moment. The way we're in poor form, and not crap form, just like very indecent.
Yeah, we're not in great form.
Up and down with our, like, we'll have one good game and then one weird game, one good game, one weird game. Like, we're all over the place at the moment. And like the West Ham loss, then we come back and we have a good win. Then we draw with this team, and then we have this, and then we nearly go out the cup, but we manage to pull it up. Then we get embarrassed in it. Like we're so up and down. I don't know what the fuck is going on with our form at the moment, but we are just up and down. So, bro, I'm just being realistic to myself so that I don't get my hopes up, and I don't start feeling like something's achievable when I just know deep down it's not. We have to be damn near perfect and win 18 or 19 games in a row to win the league. That's not fucking happening. Let's just be honest. That is not happening.
Listen, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what I am saying is we got Chelsea on Sunday, and whether or not you think we're going to win it or we're not going to win it, so to speak, as you're saying, we got to beat Chelsea. And the fact of the matter is they've got players missing. We've got players missing. And I think it's a case of, regardless of what Man City are doing, we can only focus on ourselves, because I think Jamrock said it best. Our own problem is not Man City, it's ourselves. At one point, we were only 3 points behind. At one point, you know what I'm saying? We've got a game in hand.
We were ahead of City. Remember when Chelsea were the ones who were leading the title race? We were ahead of City.
I know, but this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we have to just focus on ourselves. And I think this is going to be the crucial telling part of the season, because obviously, as you mentioned, AFCON as well, with the guys going as well, it's going to be even more crucial because, again, I can't see a perfect Liverpool winning every single game until their man come back, because we can't even win games sometimes. Obviously, we get draws when they are here. So, but it's a massive ask. No one's saying that we're going to win it. But what we have to do, though, is we just got to try and win every single game. You know what I mean? That's on points on the board, didn't it? And just see where we end up.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. That's what we can do.
I'm not saying to give up. I'm just saying be realistic with yourself and understand it's not going to happen. And I mean,
you kind of saying give up on the title, though.
I'm saying just be realistic to yourself and understand that it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So prioritize the cups. Like, if we have a league game and we have a cup game, put the strong team out in the cup. That's what I'm saying. Unless anything changes in the league, which I don't think it will, because I'm going to be honest with you now, I reckon it'll be a 12 to 15 point gap by the time AFCON's finished. So even more, it will be a done thing. And do you know what's even more embarrassing about the whole situation and where we're moving? It was supposed to be a 3-horse race, and Chelsea and Liverpool have actually bottled it so soon that City pretty much are already knowing they're going to win the league, and the new year ain't even here yet. Do you know how bad that is?
Obviously, if
Now
if
we
they
couldn't even
continue,
ride out the title race until like March. Like fuck you, no man.
well, I have to wait and see because it's not done yet. It's not done yet, and not until I see them lifting it. Shaq says Happy New Year, Team Kopish from Australia. Hey, big up yourself, bro. Big up, big up. Mr. Dare said it says CJ, DJ, Ox, front three, all Jan. Bobby Ali got COVID also. Yeah, do you know what? The rumors are the three players. Yeah, it's Bobby, Ali, and who's the other person? One other thing I saw Salah. I've seen a few. I've seen contrasting ones. I've seen them two and someone else, and I've
Matt,
seen Salah and Thingy.
let's quickly talk about that before we get onto the Chelsea game because it's got something to do with the Chelsea game. What are we doing about protocol on the real if everybody's getting it now? Because I know how difficult it is to avoid getting it in terms of just general life, yeah. But is it not a bit weird that every single member of our squad now is actually like, are we? Because you said it yourself. How is City not getting cases, but we are? So like, I know every situation is different, but surely there has to be some kind of protocol that we're not doing properly. If every other week another 2 or 3 players are coming down with it, it feels like we're not doing what we should be doing.
Well, the thing is, Klopp is kind of very strict when it comes to protocol because he's kind of already spoke about how he feels about everything in general. He made a little dig at Spurs when he was like, "Oh, I've come into their press room and there's no sanitizer, but people want me to like feel comfortable." Like so, bruv, it says to me that Liverpool take every precaution that's needed. It's just that, bruv, just like in life, there's these things that you cannot stop. You like just in general, like. You know, these players have still got, roles to do, whether that's when they go home, they might drop some shopping around to their, I don't even know what they're doing.
No, but that's what I'm saying, bro. All of that stuff.
But here's the thing though. I'm pretty sure the way how Liverpool move, especially out of all the clubs that I will look at, so to speak, as an example, Klopp has made it clear, like they're strict with it, bro. Like he's gone public with it and said, certain things, and it's like, I didn't even know Klopp was like that. Bruv, he's strict on this whole protocol regime.
So how did we manage to go the whole of last season with only like 2 cases, and all of a sudden now the entire squad has it?
It's because it's something that I guess you can catch that as maybe a bit you're more vulnerable. I don't know. I don't have the answers,
seems
bro.
like we were taking the protocol a lot more serious, or we were being a lot more thorough with it last year. That's what it feels like.
I don't think so. I don't think it does, bro. I just think
like I said, I'm not saying it's facts because I don't know facts, but it feels very weird that nearly our entire squad now has had it or has it. But yet last year we were able to go the entire season and we were really good with it. And that was when it was more peak, so to speak.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, it just seems a bit strange that we seem to be getting more cases than everybody is. I don't know, man. I hope they are literally doing everything possible to stop it.
No, Sam, and I guess it'll be interesting to see what protocol Man City's running because I think they've
had one case. I think
so.
Carl Walker, that's it. I mean, how the hell are they managing to do that?
But this is what I'm saying, and I'm gonna be real. Some from stories that you've heard, they've got some.
They had loads of cases last season.
There's last year they had, but their squad is kind of reckless. I can't even lie. Like certain things that they've done. Remember, wasn't Kyle Walker one of the ones that got caught going to a party or something when the thing first broke out?
He hosted the party.
But that's what I'm saying. Like their man there, like mad. Mr. Dad said,
this season they're doing a bloody good job of whatever it is they're doing.
No forward on the bench on Sunday, even KG. Yeah, there will be no what? No. Oh yeah, because if there's no what? Hold on. Oh yeah, because he's saying if there's no Firmino, who's reportedly does have the virus, and then obviously there was no talk on Divock Origi as well. Klopp, that's another thing as well. Klopp never spoke about Divock Origi again. He didn't give an update. I find that really bizarre.
You know what? I don't know whether you lot agree with me on this, but I understand not wanting to create panic amongst the fan base. So some things you do keep to yourself. But you see, with the injuries, we've just grown up and football has always been honest about injuries, just to let the fans know, because it's just something that I think we deserve to know. And in the last year or two, I feel like we've become a little bit like, what's the word? Like dodgy with this stuff. Like we really do like conspiracy theory cover-ups and like just be honest with us. Who's injured and how long's he out for? We've got Shaqiri all getting hair plugs and then they're lying to us and we have no idea why he's not playing. Thiago's always 2 weeks and it turns into 5 months. Like it's weird. Like they hide things from us. They might just be real with us and let us know who's injured and how long he's injured for.
To be fair, Klopp
always beat around the bush, bro. It's weird behavior now, man.
He was a
like
bit
this
more
Origi stuff. Like they said it was a minor. He's been missing a month nearly now.
Oh yeah, Rigi, I don't understand what's going on there. The others he's more transparent with because he kind of did say, like again, he said Thiago hip injury, and then he spoke about the others in a bit more detail. But yeah, he can be a bit vague, and he was like, "Oh, the people with the virus is suspected." So he was like, "We'll know more over the next day." He did say so. But I think when it comes to injuries specifically with Jurgen Klopp, we've always known that's how Liverpool's PR is, bro. If there's an issue that they feel that could dampen our spirits, they will not say nothing until they really need to. And what they'll probably do is they'll hope that we win a game, and then they'll just put it in a little press release after. So once we're all hyped up and won a game, you'll read something that says, yeah, Divock Origi needs surgery. And you're like, bruv, you said he had a knock. Like, or he had a muscle issue. Now he needs surgery. So I know.
What it does though is it means that we don't believe what they say anymore, and that's not a good place to be in as a fan or the relationship between the club and the fan. That it almost feels like you're not like as trustworthy now. It's like, can I believe anything you say now? Because I'm always worried it's just a PR spin.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Boy, I don't even know. But guys, let's get into team lineup or team. I guess let's try and guess a team with the players that we think are available, which is going to be kind of tough because again, it's all rumors about which the 3 players are. But I think people going off the photos from the other day where people were trying to put 2 and 2 together, and that's why I think people came up with Alisson, Bobby, and somebody else and Naby apparently all having COVID. So it's a bit mad. All right, so. If that's the case, then that means Kelleher's in goal.
Yippee.
I haven't got a problem with Kelleher, but obviously it's not Alisson. And to be fair, it could be worse.
Yo, look, in the wise words of man like Matt,
it could be
something
worse.
Ain't right here.
Something ain't right, bro. But we move. If we see number 13 in goal, it's over,
Oh,
but
right.
We move.
We know what happened last time he played against Chelsea.
For real. Carl, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, cool. I was gonna say, do you think I'll come to you next. Do you think the back 4 will be the same from the Leicester game? Bearing no COVID cases?
Yeah, I reckon so. The only difference we'd probably see is Kanai coming in for Matip, but I see Matip starting.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see. Who do I see starting? I think I see. Do I see Matip or Ibu starting this one? You know what? I think Ibu might start. Because I think
Even
if
Matip was the best player in the Leicester game,
he was. But I'm wondering if Klopp will rotate a bit. He likes to rotate every now and again. He does a madness like that. I think Ibu will play. I just think he will. I don't know why. I just think he will.
To be honest, even though Ibu's played well when he's played, I feel like because it's away at Stamford Bridge, which is a difficult game, and it's against a smart player like Lukaku, who I think it is
he ain't
a lot
smart,
more.
fam. Have you seen what he's been?
No,
he ain't smart, fam.
I think the way he plays against centre backs we do have to give him credit for him being smart. He knows how to pin defenders, and he knows how to use his strength and his physicality to his advantage. He might not be intelligent in terms of like he makes amazing runs and stuff, but he's very intelligent at knowing what his attributes are and using them well.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
and
I
I
know.
feel like we should play our smartest centre backs rather than like I feel like maybe he might be able to goad Ibu into like diving in or doing maybe uncharacteristic things that I don't think Matip will do. I think Matip would be too smart for that. Matip won't let him play his game and use what he's good at. Matip will use what he's good at. So I would prefer Matip played in this game,
Okay,
personally.
okay. No, fair
I
enough.
get why people want Ibu for the physicality, but Ibu can be dragged into like he'll dive in and he'll be a bit, do you know what I mean? And he'll follow the striker, lead positions and little things that he still that has
I
in his
think,
game that I'm
yeah.
thinking I don't want us to have anybody in a game against high opposition that might do that. So I would, and that's not me saying Ibu can't have a good game, but I
I was
would
gonna
just prefer
say,
Matip.
okay, because I saw the one game when I felt like he really played like and stuck to his position a lot more was the Milan game. And I know Milan is very different to Chelsea, you know how they play, the players that
They
they
didn't have
have. But
pace, so it'll be easier
nah,
to make up for a
I know.
mistake if you make one. Do you know what I mean?
But he took on the assignment though of Ibra. Now Ibra obviously is nowhere near as athletic as he used to be, but as terms of being smart though, Ibra got shut down. And I'm not saying they're the same player,
He is
but I
40
just
though. So.
no, I know, but I just feel
It's not
like
old Ibra. He's a 40-year-old now.
because
Do you
don't
know what I
get
mean?
twisted, as great as Matip is, Matip can get bullied by Lukaku, you know. Like
No,
it's
no,
not
but I
impossible
think
for
he
that to
will use
happen.
his
He
intelligence
will,
and
yeah,
he
no,
won't
oh,
get
he will
drawn
try,
into that type of
but
game. Do you see what I'm
but
saying?
there will be times though where even though you use that intelligence, there will just be times where you just have to get physical. You just kind of have to,
I
do you
think
know what I mean?
Matip
Because
can handle the physicalness.
he
Maybe not as well
can,
as Ibra, but I think he can handle it. You can't bully Matip.
yeah,
You
no, no,
no, you can't bully Matip, bro.
I'm not. I disagree. You know, I think Matip can be bullied. It's just that we don't. It's very, but
Well,
it's like we
when
hardly
was
ever
the
see
last
it.
time you saw Matip get bullied?
I think when Lukaku played him, was it Lukaku? No, there was someone.
I'd say it was the Chelsea game at the beginning of the season. That first half, he struggled against Lukaku.
It was in it. Yeah. I was going there,
I don't think he did.
but what
Bro,
it is that
like
he
he
recovers.
struggled big time in that first half. He struggled big time, and
You're
then
forgetting
second half, him and Virgil dealt with
because
Lukaku.
Virgil came across and helped. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'd have to rewatch that first half again. I don't feel like he got bullied, but
Because it was such a short span as well, and because the game then we kind of picked up a little bit. Remember they went a man down as well, and then we kind of dominated. You hardly ever saw it after that. But the first, like I remember the first
I
20,
don't
30,
remember. I remember coming out that game and we were like Lukaku who kind of thing. Like I don't feel like Lukaku bullied Matip, but
I
anyway,
feel
I
like
don't.
well at least it was kind of put like this, yeah. Out of the two defenders, I hear what you're saying. Matip is more street smart than Ibu, but I think Ibu just has the tools to deal with, in my opinion, just like deal with him. Like, don't even have to be street smart, in my opinion, because Lukaku, as good as he is, he's gonna make those runs that I think Ibu should be able to track. It's more about the two behind him because when Chelsea play that 3-4-3, it's about the two running behind. And if it's like Mason Mount and maybe like I don't even know, Hakim Ziyech or Werner, whoever they play, it's them two that you more have to worry about. Especially Mount. Mount for me is more of a not more of a danger, but Mount is very, very dangerous for them. He's kind of what makes them tick, innit? So it's about him as well. But yeah, all right then. So that's the back line. Midfield is where it gets techie again because obviously there's no Thiago at all. Again, it's kind of jarring because whenever he plays, we win. When he don't play, it seems like we're off the pace and we struggle a bit, even more so to break teams down. And that's for the people that said Thiago's a flop. I remember there were people last year saying Thiago hasn't really done much in rare tear. Are you seeing what he brings to the table now? Yeah, have you finally woke up and seen it? But anyway, midfield, Jeff, what you going for your midfield? With what's left?
I mean,
Remains.
Firmino was taken off in the Leicester game. That was clearly because he will play.
Yeah.
And then, see, I don't want to just go off of last game because that is being unfair. So I'm gonna believe that was a one-off bad Naby performance rather than judge him for it. I think Ox has played really well in the last month. So, and I don't even think he was even that bad in the Leicester game. So, I'd probably start Naby and Henderson.
That's if he hasn't got
Oh yeah, if the rumors aren't true. If the
yeah,
rumors
yeah.
are true. No, but if the rumors are true, that means his AFCON's over.
Or he just might go. He'll just go there
You've
late.
got a quarantine for 10 days.
He'll go there late or something. But it depends on when.
Bro, that means his AFCON is over.
Know.
Because if you really deep it, he'd have to. And if he's got it, he may be ill from it as well. We always assume that footballers aren't going to have symptoms. Like he might even be ill. So if he has it,
that
means his AFCON is over. To be honest,
if he has
including including getting over it, doing the whole quarantine and all that. Like, that would pretty much mean his AFCON is over. If he does have it, then I would go Ox over Naby, and I would go Firmino, Henderson, and Ox.
Okay. Cal, what midfield would you go with, bro?
I think it's got to be Fabinho and Hendo. I don't know who the third person is going to be though. Against Chelsea, you need running power, and I don't think Naby's shown recently his running power. On the ball, he's fantastic, but that off the ball work and that running power off the ball has been left a bit lacking. Ox has got that running power off the ball, but he's very inconsistent as well. I wouldn't go Curtis Jones. I think it's a bit early. Kind of got a hand tied behind her, but I wouldn't go Milner either. It may have to be Ox just in terms of keeping the consistency.
Yeah. No, that's a fair one. I kind of right. So you've both got all right. So Jiff, you've gone with Hendo, Ox, and Fab. Yeah. That's what you went with, and then obviously Carl's gone with Hendo, Fab, and Ox. You both done the same thing. I just realized. Let me ask you like this then, throwing a little curveball. Let's just say Naby Keita is unavailable, or let's just say he is available, and obviously you guys still sticking with Ox. What about Curtis Jones? Because Curtis Jones is back in training now.
Bro, he's been out for so long.
But here what I'm gonna say. Curtis Jones needs a game where he needs to remind everyone how good he is. And I don't know whether this is the game to do it. It probably isn't. But you see, OxladeChamberlain, for me, he's too hot and cold sometimes, bro. Like there's games like the Leicester game in the first game when we played them, he played well. But then the game played them last recently, it's not like he was bad, he just wasn't involved. Like it wasn't a bad Ox performance.
If you deep it, the majority of the team was bad that game. So I'm not going to act like it was an individual performance. I think that was a team performance.
I agree, but one thing, I know someone said Jones won't start. No, I know he won't start. I'm just saying in it. In terms of Ox, though, the thing is with him, I need Ox to do the whole give me the ball and I'll do something. Because you see, in the last game, he was just cool with just letting the ball pass by him. And he didn't seem that bothered. That's why he actually came off, you know. It wasn't because he put misplaced passes and was shooting over the bar, making bad decisions. If you watch that game carefully, bro, there were times when the midfield were trying to link up, bro, and he was just like, I can't, I'm not even a part of it still.
But I think all the players kind of seemed like that, though. So I think it was a team thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Think it was a team thing. And remember, he played well for about a month. It's very unfair to just look at one performance and then judge him for that one because we don't do that with our main.
I hear you, but
Matip was terrible in the what was the game? Was it the game before the Leicester game? Man, Matip was terrible in that game. Do you remember?
But I know, but Matip's got a lot of credit in the bank this season. Matip's arguably been our best.
A month's worth of good form is credit in the bank, no?
It is. I'm just saying, a big game like Chelsea, we need everyone to be on it. Now, I'm not saying that he won't be, because I think Klopp's actually gonna do, which people aren't gonna like. I think he's gonna go for Fabinho, Henderson, and Milner. I can smell it already.
What you mean to just keep everything like?
Because Milner's a battler, I will work hard, but I just don't want to see it.
No, but here's what's mad, yeah. And again, maybe I'm gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself because I said I like creativity in midfield. But if you're trying to make up for a really poor performance where the midfield didn't really give any effort, would you begrudge him playing the three players that you know will always give you maximum effort? So at the very least, we're going to get that workman-like mentality where we won't get outplayed in midfield. There'll be no creativity. I totally get that, but we won't be outworked at least.
Yeah, but I think we need a bit more. And I think to win at Chelsea, you need a bit more than just grab. I mean, no, you got to put, maybe you can start the game like that and you can try it. But here's the thing. This is what Klopp doesn't really do. Klopp doesn't really think I'm going to start Milner, make sure we're in the game. And then later on, I'm going to bring on someone to try and like add something different. He normally just does a like for like. Like he's not really thinking like, he just thinks I'm putting these players on to win the game. So I kind of feel like, if you're going to go for it from the beginning. Like, don't sit back because we need the points. We can't afford to drop more points. Like, we can't afford to make that decision and then look at it and go,
with that midfield. Like, I don't think he'd be sitting back with that midfield. I think he'll be asking them to do the press thing, win the ball back in midfield and try and do the counter press high up the pitch. I think he'd be going with what he sees as tried and tested, like the guys who would just run all game for him. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Jones has been out of thingy.
I want him on the bench, John.
Months? Is it 3 months? Jones has been out now. Yeah.
No, I think 2. Can't be. Is it 3?
Didn't he get the eye injury around the same time that Firmino pulled his hamstring?
No, I think that was after. I thought it was after anyway.
I think it might be after.
I don't think.
But he has been out. He has been out for a while.
About 2 months.
I think he's been out long enough that his form will be off. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is
I want him on the bench. He needs to come off the bench and make a difference. I just thought I'd throw a little curveball in there, but a little wild card. But all right, that's cool. All right, then. So, last but not least, moving on to the attacking positions. What you lot going for the attack? Me personally, we kind of got no choice, so to speak, because if Bobby has got the virus, then it's the front three is the last game.
Yo, everything's trying to stop Firmino having a good season, isn't it? Bloody hell, man.
Like, there's nothing else you can really change unless people want to throw in curveballs and start saying, no, Taki's injured as well.
Taki's injured, Origi's injured, and Bobby's got COVID. It has to be the front three that played last game.
So, whoever said this earlier on, someone was like, we've got no forward on the bench. Yeah, you might have a point. Junior Dini says, in the next 5 years, besides City, what rival are you most concerned about? Maybe Newcastle. Newcastle. Because they got
if they don't get relegated, it probably will be there.
I think even if they get relegated, all it will do is delay them for a season.
No, but I mean, if they get relegated, they'll have so little income in the Championship, it might delay them doing a madness. But yeah.
Shakalaka Meka Leka. Rudiger versus Matip. If both start, who will have more forward dribbles into the box?
I've heard Rudiger's out.
Is he out?
Oh, it would be Matip anyway. Have you not seen the way the gazelle just glides through the pitch?
It'll be Matip.
Yeah, I've heard Rudiger might be out of this game.
Oh, okay.
That's
Mr.
a big blow for Chelsea if that's true. Still.
1 second. Mr. Darasek says 4-2-3-1 Kelleher TAA. Job. What? Ain't that supposed to be? Who's that?
Job? I don't know. I mean, it must be one of our left backs, right?
I'm thinking that. I'm guessing
Matip. It's Matip.
Oh no, Joe. I think that might be Joe as in goal.
Joe?
No, it's Matip. I think Mr. Darasek uses Joe for Matip.
Oh, okay. And then obviously Simicast, Fabinho, Henderson, Mo, Ox, Mane, DJ. Jota. Sorry. Fam, you just got to start using the flipping last names. All these DJ, KG, YG. Bro, just give me the names, bro. But no, all jokes aside. Well, unfortunately, guys, today I haven't got my tactical board. Unfortunately, I had some problems with it today, so I do apologize.
Zed is saying that tactical breakdown. And obviously, we know that Chilwell's out. If that's true, they can't all be injuries. That must be the virus, right?
A mixture, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Must be.
I'm not even gonna lie. they've got some serious issues themselves because that's actually their informed players this season that would all be missing. So that's a big. I know why they're trying to get the game cancelled if that's real, because that is literally their most informed players for the season, really, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of players out. Big up yourself, Zed, as well. That's a lot of players that's out missing because obviously Reece James is out for apparently was it 3 months now? I think Reece James with a
Hold on. So what this game is? This game is like battle of the don't be the one who's the most embarrassing in the title race.
This is battle of what players you got left. Send them on the pitch. This is what this is. 'Cause there's gonna be. I think there's gonna be quite a few players missing. And again,
you know what Chelsea and Liverpool are like. You know, you're playing blackjack and you get that madness where it's just not a card you've got, and you went from having 2 to you got 10 because you keep picking up every goal now. And City just sitting there with an ace. They're just sitting there with an ace, like, yeah, when it comes back round, I made sure I said last cards, I'm out this bitch. And we're just like still picking up bare cards, trying to put a run together. This is hilarious, bro.
Matting. AD says Kopish is the blood clot best.
Big up, man.
Big up AD. Mr. Dare said, Drift says, guys, Matip's full name is Job Joel Andre Matip. Okay, my bad, Mr. Dare said.
Wait, his first name is actually Job for real?
Apparently so.
Probably in Africa, I think they pronounce it Job.
I was gonna say Job more than. But no, guys, listen. I know. Listen, everyone's probably. Actually, what am I saying? I just realized score predictions. Sorry.
Oh, I thought he was gonna pull out the thingy, but yeah.
No, I said the tactical board. I couldn't get it sorted today. There's some problems with it today.
Okay, fair enough.
Which is really annoying. One
if
thing I will
got 5 yellows, that's obviously just a suspension for thingy, innit?
Yeah, it's just a suspension from the other game, innit, where you got the yellow against I think it was Brighton with you come in 2-footed.
Oh, it was a 2-footed tackle, was it? But
yeah, it should have been red, man. Should have been red.
Oh, more of that. But Robbo got his red and he stayed on his feet. Yeah, right, cool.
Yeah, Rudiger's one was bad. I can't even lie. It was mad aggressive.
I'm used to that.
Cal, score prediction.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool. I think we'll get a result. I think Klopp will give these lot a kick out the backside after the last game, and we do usually respond quite well after bad performances. Obviously, last season was the anomaly where we lost 6 on the bounce at home, but I think we'll have a reaction. I think we'll win 2-1.
Fair enough. I see what you're doing there. You're trying to get the positive back.
I genuinely believe it. I think we will. I think, and the fact that they have no Chilwell, they've got no Reece James, they've got no Rudiger, who have been their probably 3 best performers this season. Lukaku's very hot and cold with the madness he's going on with at the moment. We don't even know if he'll play. Attacking wise, they've not really offered loads going forward either. Midfield, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kante might be out of this game as well, if I'm not mistaken. And if he is out of this game, then I don't think they would have the running power to deal with the likes of your Jota, Salah and Mane.
I mean,
agreed.
Hit a nail on the heads there, but we kind of had the same situation with Leicester with a depleted squad, midfielders playing at centre-back. They just played 2 games in 2 days and all that, and they still beat us.
So, I hear that, but Leicester didn't have an impetus to go and win this game. Chelsea have to come out and win this game.
No, but it was more about our chances, I remember. Leicester.
I hear that.
We just didn't take them.
No, that's very true. That is very true.
You know what I mean? I know people are going to think that I am just being over morbid today, but I think we'll be 1-0 Chelsea just like the Leicester game. And I think we'll probably have a good couple chances and we'll be left angry again that we flopped them. I think it might literally.
I can see why you would think that, you know. I'm not even trying to back what you're saying. I still think we'll win the game. I think we'll sneak it because you're right. It's just because they're depleted. That means to say that obviously that they're gonna roll over, so to speak. And obviously we're gonna have problems ourselves. But I just think from an attacking point of view, if we put it like this defensively, if we just stay focused, we can shut them out. And we've got more than enough quality to score. Like I'm expecting Jota, Mane, and Salah to have a way better game against Leicester. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're gonna bury every chance they get, but I'm expecting them to put in a way better performance. So I think they'll sneak it 2-1 as well. I think they'll sneak it 2-1.
Yeah. Hearing all those issues that Chelsea have got as well, I think the people are right in the chat. I think they're going to find a way to get the game called off.
Boy.
And then, do you know what? If the game does get called off, then Rudiger will have his yellow card against an easier team, and then he'll be back to the Liverpool game. There's loads of strategic ways that they'll try and get the game to happen during AFCON as well while our players are away. I watch them pull it off. Watch them pull it off.
They better not. That'll just get me mad, bro. Mr. Dat Set Drift says Chelsea 1-0, so he kind of agrees with you there. Tahir Qureshi says we have to win no matter what and carry on winning. Nah, I agree. I think everyone obviously wants to get that dub, innit? Everyone wants that dub. We need to get it. You know, it's mad important that we can just kind of at least get back into winning ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Imran says, big up you, man. Always hope you all healthy. Mane will shine this game. He'll score a brace. I feel it. All right, big up Imran. And happy new year to you as well, bro. Happy new year, bro. And just happy new year to everybody as well. I know today's been a little bit of a solemn mood today. Everyone's not feeling very well. I'm not well. Drift ain't well. Cal ain't well. None of us are really well, but we're still here. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool obviously playing on Sunday. We got Chelsea. It's a massive game. Let's try and get this dub. And if you haven't already, people, like, share, and subscribe. And not only that, have a blessing, have a great, great New Year's, man. Don't do nothing too crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing too crazy, but enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Play a bit of blackjack. Big up Saint in the chat. Saint was like, who's the best out of you guys in blackjack? That's to be determined
that will
year.
be. Yeah, we'll soon find out.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
That would be a very interesting one because I do hold myself quite high in that.
I know you do. Remember, you're the best in it. So don't worry, man. I know you got this, man. You're the best. You're the best. Saying that, Cobra Kai new season. If you don't know already, it's out now. New season 4. I might watch that. I might watch that today.
Yeah, Karate Kid 3 was on yesterday to get you back in the mood. Still,
is it? All right, Karate Kid. Trust me. Big. But you know, people, thank you again. And not only that, people, I just want to say thank you again for giving us another amazing.
Jackson 2 thing, sorry, bro. We play reckless right here.
Yeah.
Jackson 2s. No mercy.
No mercy, fam. No mercy. But now, people, I just want to say as well, just from all of us as well, like you've given us an amazing year this year, 2021. We couldn't have asked for anything more from you guys. Do you know what I mean? You guys have been our day ones and have helped kept us on our toes. You've been supporting us from day, and you're actually building us. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I hope you all have a great New Year's as well, people. So, you know?
Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up. But people, we will see you on Sunday. It will be a new year, but it'll be the same Kopish, but improved. Better.
Let's hope it's a new Liverpool, innit?
Indeed, but I guess we're gonna find out. We'll find out, boy. But yeah, people, if you haven't already, have a blessed one. Have a drink. We'll see you soon, people.
Peace.